There is a growing mystery that's now extended across the country. Swarms of drones, some the size of small cars, have been flying at night over parts of New Jersey and New York. And yesterday, a sighting in California over a high-ranking military meeting.
What's going on in America? Why doesn't our government tell us what's going on in these skies? Is this the military doing active military things? Then let us know.
They're 2 feet bigger than our drones, or 2 times the size rather, so they're about 4 feet, and it looks like it's a fixed-wing type craft. What concerns us mostly is that at this point, nobody's seen any of these units taking off or landing.
This is a significant threat to U.S. national security.
Drones flying at night in formation. One report says when an official aircraft approached one set one night, the lights on the drones went dark. And last night, 49 additional sightings were reported, including 20 in Hunterdon County.
It is concerning when you've got these literal UFOs flying every single night. And Marky, they're huge. These are not like your
look at this video.
6 feet across in some cases.
This is crazy.
The mood is more concerned now than before. But what I've said is that if this is something nefarious, then we should be even more concerned that the FBI, Homeland Security don't know what it is.
That is not an airplane.
It's the latest in a string of mysterious drone sightings posted on social media that has residents worried. And this morning, the FBI is investigating.
They're just pacing back and forth, going very slow.
It would be very difficult for a small business or even a medium-sized business to have the ability to pilot a large group of these and be this systematic over a long period of time.
And today, a large drone seen here, also described as the size of a small vehicle, flying over a California event where Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin was in attendance.
Diane Atkins says she first heard a roaring noise and then looked out her window in Bay Ridge to see these lights, several in the sky near the Verrazano Bridge. She believes they are all drones.
They started to change from like white lights. They started to get like more like reddish green blinking lights. There had to be in total 10, maybe 12 of these things, and some of them came closer. They went over my building. You could hear the whir of the motor. They seemed pretty large.
Any chance they could be planes?
Absolutely not. Definitely not planes. And there were too many of them. There's no way planes could fly that close together.
Still, no one seems to know exactly what is going on.
It's highly unusual, Walter.
Maureen Rush is a 45-year law enforcement veteran and president of the Philadelphia Police Foundation. She says it's important to note that many of the sightings include commercial-grade drones, some as large as small airplanes, not the kinds used by hobbyists. Her other concern
is there are multiple drone sightings, and they're almost in a flock. You know, if they were geese, they would be in a flock. And that's what's really unnerving for people.
And the sightings seem to be spreading.
This is the third time that it's come around.
With large drones reportedly in the sky around Philadelphia.
Look at it.
The mysterious flying objects preventing a medical helicopter from landing to pick up a car crash victim.
Jonathan Lace, a pilot himself, shot this shocking video overnight of multiple car-sized drones near the Essex County, New Jersey airport. So concerned by what he saw, he contacted the FAA.
What's been probably the most alarming thing to you?
As a pilot, I can tell you that, when you're about to land, the last thing you want to see is something hovering in front of you.
It's difficult to kind of wrap your head around. They're no threat, but we don't know what they're there for or who's piloting.
The buzz about these aircraft started last week and spilled into the weekend.
That's huge.
Doug McLaughlin shared these videos of the unusual activity seen from his Marlton backyard.
Saturday night, we were sitting outside by the fire, and there they appeared.
Is there ever a question in your mind if these are actually just planes?
No, the flight path above our house has been the same probably for years. So they're not following the regular flight path for the planes going to the airport.
These are apparently as I understand it, very sophisticated. The minute you get eyes on them, they go dark. We're obviously most concerned about sensitive targets and sensitive critical infrastructure. So we've got military assets, we've got utility assets, we've got the president-elect's one of his homes here.
Sightings also now being reported in New York City. Staten Island Borough President Vito Fossella calling on the FAA and FBI to expand their investigation.
People have seen a number of
15-foot or so wingspan drones hovering around. In this day and age, I just don't think that that's something you take lightly. If it is nothing to be concerned about, someone should come forward and say that.
Residents alarmed by the number of sightings.
One would go over, and then the next one would come, and then the next one, and the next one. So it wasn't like there would be 20 coming at one time.
Look what's back again. Same spot as last night.
Meanwhile, more sightings of the large drones continue to proliferate social media. New Jersey resident Michael Marciano capturing these images on Saturday.
Coming right above my house.
The FBI not commenting on the drone activity to NBC News, but setting up a tip line for people to report any sightings.
It's moving really fast now.
Growing concern as the mystery in the sky continues.
See, Trump National Golf Club isn't far from the Picatinny Arsenal military base in northern New Jersey. Now, some thought the military base may be behind the drones, but the base tells Fox News, quote, "While the source and cause of these aircraft operating in our area remain unknown, we can confirm that they are not the result of any Picatinny Arsenal-related activities."
It looks like a spaceship.
From near Bedminster, the location of President Trump's golf course, to Monmouth County, where the sheriff's office has made this map of reported sightings.
Characteristic triangle lights underneath.
To Morris County, where 21 mayors signed a letter voicing their concerns to New Jersey's Governor Murphy.
Is we don't see any concern for public safety. Having said that, it's really frustrating that we don't have more answers as to where they're coming from.
Well, even more large drone sightings reported over parts of New Jersey this weekend, including near President-elect Trump's golf course in Bedminster. Though you see one of the drones caught the other night.
I do not believe it's the U.S. military, and if it is, and if they're doing exercises, shame on them for the disorganized way they are doing it. I don't believe it is them. I am hopeful it is not a foreign adversary, yet I do worry about that.
Where people are talking about this as far reported as Connecticut, all the way down here to the Philadelphia area, these drone sightings. And we are not talking about small toy-like drones that people would use for hobbies, but commercial grade drones, reportedly some the size of a small school bus or a small airplane. And neighbors are reportedly seeing these drones flying at night or in the early morning hours in flocks and at low altitudes. Neighbors reported being woken up by a buzzing sound, and officials don't have any answers.
Murphy said yesterday in Princeton that he's been on the phone with top officials in the Biden administration and DHS trying to get answers. He says he needs more from them.
An FAA spokesperson tells CBS News Philadelphia the drone activity was first reported in North Jersey back on November 18th. Evesham police shared they're investigating the questionable aircrafts, adding several responded over Medford, Mount Laurel, and Cherry Hill.
So roughly a dozen counties in New Jersey have now had reports of drone sightings, but this mystery first began in Morris County, New Jersey, back in mid-November, and it sparked concern because of the area's proximity to President-elect Donald Trump's National Golf Club in Bedminster and Picatinny Arsenal, a military manufacturing facility. But as of this weekend, the sightings have spread.
It's on all the township news pages on Facebook and everything. People are taking pictures.
I'm going to keep my eyes to the sky. I'm watching anyway. I do that anyway, especially at nighttime.
After speaking with local officials and federal officials, we can tell you we have no idea what's going on.
So 60 seconds left. I know the governor says, there's nothing for the public to be concerned about right now. How can he say that when you don't have a lot of information? Right. And also, do you think they know more than they're letting on, Bill?
100%. I'm not so sure our governor knows more, because I don't know if the federal government trusts him with information that they don't want to get out there. But that said, absolutely, the FBI, Homeland Security, the military, they must know more, because these things are flying on and around military bases. There would be no way to get into those restricted zones without being shot down by the government or stopped at some level. So they definitely know more. I think they owe it to the American people to let us know what is going on.